Good morning, middle one. How are you today? Now we will continue lesson 3 in unit 3, which was talking about minerals and rocks. As we said there, we classify rocks into 3 types. We have igneous rocks, we have metamorphic rocks, and we have sedimentary rocks. In the last video, we talked about the igneous rocks, and we said that they are hot rocks that come from the beneath of the earth crust and come over the earth. They consider a solidification of liquid or hot rocks. We divide them according to the formation into 2 types. We classified them into plutonic rocks and volcanic rocks. And we said the example of plutonic rocks like granite, and the example of volcanic rocks or surface rocks like basalt. Now we will make a comparison between granite and basalt. Basalt considered from a volcanic rocks. Its color is black color or dark color. In the opposite, we have granite. They consider a plutonic rocks. Its color is pink or gray. Basalt, its surface like smooth and extremely hard. Smooth and extremely hard, contain small holes due to the gases come out from it during the volcanic eruption. Again, it is a hard solid but contain holes. This hole is formed due to the formation of gases or the evaporating of some gases during volcanic eruption. Consists of 3 main minerals. First one is olivine, number 2 pyroxene, and feldspar. It's found in near Abu Rawash, El Fayoum. The place they found basalt in Abu Rawash, which is a place in El Fayoum. While granite, we said that it is a pink or gray color. It is a solid, heavy and rough. Why? Because it considered a plutonic rocks. It consists of 3 minerals. We have quartz, mica, and feldspar. Quartz, mica, and feldspar. Found in Eastern Desert and Sinai Peninsula. Again, it found in Eastern Desert and Sinai, while basalt found in Abu Rawash in El Fayoum. We know this consists of, or granite consists of 3 main types of mineral. We have quartz, we have feldspar, and mica. The chemical composition of quartz is very important. The chemical composition of quartz is silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is the form of quartz, while feldspar consists of, or the chemical composition is aluminium silicate. Aluminium silicate. This is so important. Okay. The second type of rocks that we have sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks consider the second type of rocks. Sedimentary rocks form about 75% of the Earth's surface on the Earth's solid. The rocks or sedimentary rocks take a ratio of 75% of all the rocks in the Earth. At the same time, it represented 5% only of the total volume of the Earth's crust rocks. Again, what does it mean? Its mass. The masses of all rocks in the Earth, 70% of them related to sedimentary rocks, while its mass or its total volume from all the volume of the Earth, it takes only 5%. Concentrate on it and differentiate between them. Its mass about 75%, while its volume it takes about 5% only. Okay, transportation and deposition. Where or how did it form? It formed from fast water transport. Concentrate with me. Fast water. The fast water or the quickly water transport grains of different size. They precipitate in layers. The same happens by running water in river and sea, which transport sediments and precipitate them in form of layer. Again, how did it form, or how did the sedimentary rocks form? They form by the fast water or the quick water transport the grains or the rocks in different size in form of, or they precipitate them in form of layers. This layer or in the same happens by running water of the sea, which transports sediments from this place to another place in form of layer, So how did the sedimentary rocks form? They form by the formation of fast water. They transport the grains with different size from one place to another, and they precipitate it in form of layer, one after another. Okay. Sedimentary rocks are formed by 3 steps. We have the 3 steps that form the sedimentary rocks. The first one, the fragmentation. Fragmentation, like make it into small parts. The fragmentation or disintegration of rocks. We break the rocks. The fast water made a fragmentation of the big rocks. Number 2, fragments of rocks are transported by moving water and wind. Again, now we break the rocks. The wave or the quick water and the wind transport these rocks. The last one, the sediments are deposited in a new places. The deposited particles are formed together or coheres together to form a rocks. Again, we have 3 steps. Number 1, the big rocks is fragmented by the water and the wind. These fragments or these particles are transported by wind or moving water to another place. The fragment will cohesive together and form layers of sedimentary rocks. So the meaning of sedimentary rocks, they are rocks formed from the cohesion of sediments. Again, they are rocks that form from the cohesion of sediments. The cohesion like attachment of sediments to form a sedimentary rocks. Okay, example of sedimentary rocks. If you remember that we have the example of igneous rocks, we have plutonic rocks and we have, volcanic rocks. And the example of plutonic rocks like granite, while volcanic rocks like basalt, excellent. While here example of sedimentary rocks, we have sandstone like this. They are sandstone. The second type is limestone. Again, sandstone and limestone. Again, sandstone. Sandstone comes from the sand they found in desert, while limestone like chalk. You know the chalk? It consists of limestone. Okay, thank you, Middle 1. See you later. Goodbye.